never be ready to review this comic.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dr. Bones Locker podcast. I'm not reading this comic.
I'm Emerson.
I'm always reading this comic.
It's Nagas.
And this is the podcast where we take 5 minutes a day to review the daily webcomic by Jason Ball 34. We're back from our 2-week break. This is exciting.
What is it titled?
Pirates. Wait, us or him?
Both.
Him.
Oh, Jason Ball, Pirates.
We got a two-paneler.
And we're Dr. Bones Locker. Yeah.
We got a two-paneler.
Unfortunately, we have two.
Kai, if you're this guy this season, then you read the comic.
All right, so today we got a two-paneler. The first one, we got a tree with some bullshit on it, and a bird that says foliage. And then the second panel, we got some tree with less bullshit on it and no bird, and it says mortgage. Peter explains the joke from I'm not reading the comic.
I'm not reading this comic. I can tell you the first half of the joke. The first half of the joke is that there's a tree, and it's got foliage on it, and the word says foliage. I don't know what the second half is supposed to mean.
Okay,
my
so
first thought is mort. M-O-R-T means
it's got
dead.
something to do with death.
But these words that's it. That's like this comic being labeled alive and dead.
No, that's like this comic being labeled alive and like dead Gage.
No, Gage, no.
It could be like bird and dead.
Bird and Burke.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about for the next 2.5 minutes?
I'd like to talk about how this is. I've said before, like, oh, this is the worst comic we've ever received, and I've been all curmudgeonly about it. This is the worst comic we've ever gotten.
Agree.
So
Jason Ball said, I'm going to be posting some stinkers over the next 2 weeks. Proceeded to knock it out of the park a couple times over those 2 weeks. And then when I said, oh, you're avoiding all the bad reviews, like as a joke, he was like, oh, but this just means I have to have good comics when I come back. And then he proceeds to release the worst comic possible on the day that we come back.
Yeah. It's not only a bad joke, but what is going on with this tree?
He it looks a little bit like a kangaroo with lobster claws.
Oh my god, it does. And an angel's little like halo on one of its ears.
Oh yeah. And just an enormous dog.
He says that he says, "Hey, Jason Ball 34, why don't you draw more trees?"
He does. He did make fun of himself for not being able to draw trees when he drew the first tree.
The first tree was fine. It wasn't great, but it was fine.
I do appreciate that he did match the shape of the tree. Like he didn't.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's well done.
But he did draw the same tree roughly twice.
Yeah. I like the thought that this is actually a kangaroo with lobster claws, and that you know how they put like those little symbols above characters' heads when they have an emotion or like they're confused or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the foliage looks like to me, but it's just all over his body.
Oh, he's just really angry.
Yeah.
I just want to look on Instagram to see if the Instagram version was like better. It's not.
It's the same.
Is it the same?
Yeah, not so impressed by this one.
Yeah, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
What do we think the little hashtags are on the dead tree?
I think those are like scuff marks, Maybe it burned down. Maybe, it's possible that there's something we're not getting. Each of us individually have not gotten comics before. It could have just converged and we all don't get it this time. But
low probability.
It is a pretty low probability considering we've all only not gotten like
we got 5 seconds
or something. Oh, we got 5 seconds? Literal zero.
Yeah, 0. Oh no, 1. I'll give it a 1. 1. Bye.